Good evening, everyone. This is Mel, and I will be with Sir John for tonight's webinar. Please mute yourselves during the webinar. Everyone will have the chance to speak right after. You may take it away now, Sir John.
Well, thank you, Mel, and welcome to our NuGen webinar. A special welcome to those of you who are here for the first time. I'm very excited to be here and share with you what I believe to be the single greatest opportunity available today. Next slide, please. A lot of people in the world are suffering right now. Millions have lost their jobs or businesses, and many of them have little hope for a brighter future. Tonight, we're going to be showing people a way to take control of their future. So let's dive right in and get started. Bitcoin was the greatest opportunity in modern history. It holds the world record of being the fastest thing to go from zero to $1 trillion, and it created more millionaires and billionaires than any other industry. It gave us what is known as the blockchain and cryptocurrency. It started the greatest transfer of wealth in the history of the world, and cryptocurrency will have a greater impact upon the world than even the internet. In 2010, you could have bought Bitcoins for 5 cents, and $1,000 invested back then would be worth something like $600 million today. In 2010, I was introduced to Bitcoin when it was only 5 cents per coin. 5 years later, Bitcoin had soared to $300 per coin. Now, each dollar invested in Bitcoin in 2010 would have been worth $6,000 just 5 years later. In 2021, Bitcoin reached a peak of $60,000, actually $64,000, making $1 invested in 2010 worth $1.2 million. Next slide, please. NuGen Coin was created by Shop Free Mart and was part of our business plan from the very beginning. NuGen Coin is what is giving Shop Free Mart explosive growth right now. Millions and perhaps billions of people will join our NuGen community because of NuGen Coin. And many of them will learn about and one day start buying Shop Free Mart products as a result. As a short time ago, you could have purchased NuGen coins for 5 cents each. They now cost 17.85. So those people who got in early have already tripled their money. But the good news is that NuGen Coin will continue to go up like Bitcoin has done. So you're literally at the right place at the right time to catch what I believe will be another huge wave of profits as the value of NuGen token increases for those people who get involved right now. Now, timing couldn't be better because we are seeing massive crypto adoption coming from the very top. Even the most powerful financial institutions in the world are grabbing their share of the booming $2 trillion cryptocurrency market. Among these are Wall Street, Silicon Valley, JP Morgan, Goldman Sachs, Mellon Bank, Citibank, Wells Fargo, State Street, Morgan Stanley, and many, many millionaires and billionaires. Next slide, please. Large companies like Amazon, Tesla, Apple, Facebook, and Google are all making critical moves to get into crypto. Now, this is beyond huge. In fact, it is the biggest transfer of wealth in the history of the world. So if you feel like you've missed out, I'm here to say you haven't, at least not yet. In fact, timing couldn't be more perfect because there have been a lot of bumps along the cryptocurrency highway as it was evolving into what it is today. In much the same way we have seen computers, cell phones, and internet come from what we would now consider the dinosaur age, cryptocurrency is evolving into something that will impact the world perhaps more than even the internet. Next slide. And if you're new to the crypto world and all of this seems a bit daunting and perhaps even overwhelming, don't worry, we all had to start at the same place. I remember the first time I bought crypto, it seemed very complicated. In fact, it was much more difficult back then. What I can promise you is that you'll learn everything you need to know to get positioned today. What's important is that you get started now, because if you miss it, that's it. There are no second chances. Again, back in 2010, a friend of mine kept telling me to buy Bitcoin. At the time, it was selling for 5 cents, but I really didn't see the future of Bitcoin at that time, and I found other uses for my money, and I never had a chance to buy Bitcoin again at 5 cents. It wasn't until 2015 when Bitcoin was trading for around $300 that I started buying some. And since that time, look where Bitcoin has gone. It may take some dips along the way, but it just keeps going higher. So if you miss getting NuGen at 17 cents today, there are no second chances, folks. You will end up paying a higher price later on. And since I never want to see anyone go through that type of regret that would come from missing what I believe could be the greatest financial opportunity ever, we have made it very easy for almost anyone to get started. For as little as $50, a person can get one of our smart contracts that currently will give you in the neighborhood, I think about 280 coins, which would increase in number by 0.35% daily. And at the end of the contract, you would have something like 1,950 coins. There are a number of coins out there that are selling for over $1,000. So 1,950 coins selling at $1,000. That's a lot of money. too early in the morning for me to put on my math head yet. But anyway, you remember the dot-com boom, right? It was a major leap forward in technology, which launched a decade-long bull market. Now, looking back then, it seems obvious, but at the time, there were those who predicted that the internet would never be mainstream. Back then, no one could have imagined how big the internet would be and how fast our world would change because of it. But those who were smart enough to pay attention made a killing. So what does that mean? Let me show you. Next slide. Let's rewind to 1990. It's essentially day one for the internet. In a single decade, from 1990 to 2000, we go from essentially nobody online to nearly half of the US surfing the internet. Now, you have to understand, this is gigantic, massive growth, faster than anything we've seen before in the history of the United States. In 10 years, we go from 0 to over 100 million people online. Next slide. It was an all-out frenzy. Companies that made it happen made it possible for investors to make fortunes. In early 1990, Microsoft was trading for $1.21. It then split and adjusted, and by the end of the decade, Microsoft soared to $120 per share. We haven't seen anything like it in over 20 years. So if you missed it, this could be your second chance. That was in the 1990s during the dot-com boom, and now the same thing is happening in crypto, only bigger. Next slide. And let me be clear, these are not my words. This is coming from Mark Andreessen. Forbes calls this guy one of the most powerful people in tech, and he's on record saying crypto is a world-changing technology on the level of the internet. Again, Bitcoin was the fastest thing to go from 0 to $1 trillion faster than even Amazon. And we have something now that's even better than Bitcoin and could go to $1 trillion 4 times faster than Bitcoin did. And over the next decade, it could become one of the most valuable assets in the world. I'm talking about NuGen Coin, one day being more valuable than Facebook, Amazon, Apple, Microsoft, and Google. Next slide. And here's how you can participate. It's called a staking contract. A staking contract is a way for someone to acquire NuGen coins and lock them into a contract for 18 months in order to have them compound and increase in number through a process called staking. Upon opening a staking contract, your NuGen coins will immediately begin to increase in number at the rate of 0.35% compounded daily, which is 578% over a period of 18 months, and nearly 7 times the number of coins that you paid for. Next slide. Next, we have our installment plan. Our installment plan is a way for people to get a smart contract without having to pay cash up front. It was created for those persons who either don't have the money to pay for a smart contract up front or they just see the value of leveraging other people's money to increase their own wealth. The ultra wealthy do this all the time. They borrow money to purchase real estate, start businesses, invest in stocks, bonds, currency markets, and many other things that will grow in value and increase their net worth. The best part of this offer is you don't need good credit to participate. Nobody's turned down, and you don't have to pay any interest, and you get the full value of your smart contract the instant that you make your first payment. This is a new and unusual offer that we are giving to our members that we believe will allow many of them to achieve millionaire status. It's as simple as this. If you choose, you can choose one of our predetermined contracts, or you can choose the size of the contract that you want to purchase. To determine the amount you would pay monthly, simply divide the total by 18. For example, if you wanted a contract for $1,800, divide it by 18, you'd be paying $100 a month. Then you place your order from the NuGen website or call our customer service hotline, at which time you'll receive the same number of NuGen coins as if you had paid cash. Your coins will immediately begin to compound and increase in number by 0.35% daily, which means you will have nearly 7 times the number of coins that you actually paid for. At the same time, you locked in the price at what it is today, and you didn't pay any interest. So just for fun, let's liken our installment plan to a layaway plan. You pick out a shiny new car, you put it on layaway with an agreement to pick it up after making 18 payments. However, the dealer does you a favor, puts your money into an interest-bearing account that pays 0.35% daily. To your delight, upon making your final payment, the dealer gives you 7 new cars for the price of 1. That is the equivalent of what you get with our payment plan. Our installment plan won't last forever, so get it while you can and get as much as you can without compromising other important things. We don't want you to, go in over your head. We don't, there's always risk involved in anything you do, but also I would suggest that you don't forget your friends about this once in a lifetime opportunity to leverage our money without paying any interest. This could be the first and last time that an offer like this will ever happen. Free bonus coins, different from network marketing where you typically have to refer others in order to earn rewards. NuGen members can earn free bonus coins just by referring others to this webinar. For example, if you were to refer someone who purchases 10,000 NuGen coins, you would receive 1,000 free bonus coins. Now, these coins can either be withdrawn as cash or converted into a staking contract. And for those who are afraid of referring others who may benefit from owning NuGen coins, they can simply earn passive income by opening a staking contract and watching their coins compound and increase in number daily. So what makes NuGen different from all the other cryptocurrency opportunities out there? Number one, NuGen is a community that is uniting people around the world in businesses and other ways that allow them to profit. We now have our NuGenCommunity.com website up. None of this is complete by a long shot. We've done about 18 months worth of programming in 3 months, and there's a lot left to be done. So be patient with us, folks. But we knew that many people were very anxious to see what we had, what we're rolling out. And this is going to be world changing. Not only do we have one cryptocurrency, but we have 5 cryptocurrencies. We have 5 coins. So again, what's the difference between our coin and other coins out there? What's backing Bitcoin, for example? What's backing Ethereum? What's backing all these other crypto coins? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. We're the first company, the first cryptocurrency to be backed by assets. And so again, we started out with our NuGen coin, and it is currently backed by $1.2 billion in bonds and liquid assets. And basically what that ensures is that people who take out a contract and they've got 7 times the number of coins at the end of that contract, they're going to be taken care of whether the price of the coin goes up or not. So if something, if something were to happen, heaven forbid, that money's going to be there for them. Uh, do you know any other cryptocurrencies out there that are doing that? No, I don't. I know a lot of them that have failed. There was one particular that started back in 2014. I remember it very well. Had a number of people try to get me on board with that. I looked at it and I said, that's clearly a Ponzi scheme, and it was. They took in, according to the internet, they took in $4 billion between 2014 and 2016. But actually, there were other reports that it actually took in $8 billion. That's a lot of money, hurt a lot of people. And what was backing the coin? Absolutely nothing. So again, we're different from all the cryptocurrencies out there. Another thing that we have is our own currency exchange, which will back our NuGen Coin and add value to it. So what is a currency exchange? Well, it's an exchange that changes one form of money into another. So if you've got dollars and you want to buy euros, you go to a money exchange. If you've got Bitcoin, you want to buy Ethereum, you go to a money exchange. Coinbase recently announced that they're worth $4 billion now, and that's all they do is they change money from one form to another. Well, we're going to, I believe, be bigger than Coinbase. And the reason for that is because we have the only 5 coins in the industry that are backed by assets, which is going to cause people to want to buy our coin. For example, if there was a bank in the US that backed all of their dollars by gold, and none of the other banks did, which they don't, where would you want to do your banking? You would go to the bank and you would do whatever was necessary to open an account in the bank that backs their dollars with gold, because it's real assets. The same thing is true here, folks. People are going to be selling their Bitcoin, their Ethereum, their Dogecoin, all the different coins. They're going to be selling those coins in order to buy NuGen, or NuGen Coin, or Realty Coin, or Hemp Coin, or Energy Coin, or anyway, all of our coins. They're going to be dumping their other money to buy coins, our coins. So that's going to increase the value of our currency exchange, because the only place you can go to buy our coins is on our exchange. We're not going to license our coins to be sold on any other exchange. People are going to have to come to us. Well, if they come to us, if you went to a bank that had dollars backed by gold, where would you do your banking? You would do all of your banking from that bank. So what's going to happen when people can only buy our coins from our exchange? They're going to come and do their banking, their exchange on our exchange. And we're going to make money from every transaction that takes place. So are we going to be a $4 billion company? No. We're going to be way bigger than a $4 billion company just from our currency exchange alone. The next thing that makes us different is our staking contracts. Your coins will increase by 0.35% compounded daily. NuGen, number 4, NuGen is the first and only cryptocurrency to offer loan contracts, which will give you 7 times the number of coins that you actually pay for over the term of 18 months. Number 5, NuGen members can choose to increase their coins either passively through a staking contract or bonus coins by actively referring others to attend our webinars. And finally, NuGen is the only crypto company in the world with live customer service. This is huge, folks. This is extremely important. And these are all reasons why the whole world is going to be flocking to our NuGen community. Finally, we have an alternative affiliate plan that allows those who want to get involved to quickly grow their own nest egg of coins by helping their friends acquire NuGen coins. This is perhaps the first 2x2 matrix ever where nobody gets hurt, because you get 100% of the purchase price of NuGen coins. And since they're projected to greatly increase in value, this is win-win for everybody. The other thing is you can actually, if you wish to, You can put these coins, you can roll these coins up into a smart contract, and they will begin compounding at 0.35% daily also. Not only that, but it is a way to earn unlimited NuGen coins with very little money out of pocket. Literally, I believe there will people that we will have people that will earn millions of NuGen coins through our 2x2 matrix. I have no doubt it is the most incredible opportunity that's ever existed. And when you wrap your mind around this, I'm absolutely certain you're going to want to share it with others. And this is how it works. Our 2x2 NuGen matrix is a follow me plan consisting of you and 6 other people. We have 5 different matrices. The smallest one starts at 43.75, which does not exclude anyone. Pretty much anybody can come up with $43.75, and you will receive $43.75 worth of NuGen coins at the current price at the time of purchase. Then you have to refer at least one person in order to receive $100 worth of NuGen coins each time you complete a 2x2 matrix with 6 people. Plus, the company will pay your entry fee into a new 43.75 matrix and give you another 43.75 worth of NuGen coins. So basically, for each completion of a matrix here, folks, you're getting $143 of NuGen coins. You will also receive $20 worth of NuGen coins each time one of your personal referrals completes a 2x2 matrix. Folks, this is absolutely incredible. And you don't have to stop at 1 or 2. You can refer as many as you want to. In fact, you're going to want to refer more, because each time they complete a matrix, each time you complete a matrix, you get put into a new matrix for free. Each time somebody you personally refer completes a matrix, they follow you into your latest matrix and help you cycle again. So the more people you have following you, the faster you're going to cycle. And we will eventually have people cycling multiple times daily. That's how incredible this is. And when I'm talking about people earning millions of coins with this 2x2 matrix, that's exactly what I believe will happen. I know it would happen for me if I was able to go out there and do it myself. So then we have our 8750 matrix. You're going to receive 8750 worth of NuGen coins. Refer at least one person, so you can earn $200, actually $287.50 each time you complete a matrix, and you'll also receive $40 worth of NuGen coins each time one of your personal referrals completes their matrix. We go on to the 175 matrix. So you're going to earn you're going to get 175 worth of coins just to start, and then $575 worth of coins for each completion of a matrix, and another $80 worth of coins for each of your personal referrals. Unbelievable, folks, unbelievable. You're you're getting more than your money's worth. $350 matrix. You will receive $350 worth of NuGen coins, $800 plus $350. That's $1,150 for each completion of the matrix, and $160 worth of coins each time one of your personal referrals completes his or her matrix. Finally, we have our $700 matrix, and boy, this is so incredible, folks. $700 plus $1,600, or for each, or $1,600 plus $700 for each completion. So we're looking at $2,300 worth of coins, and $320 worth of coins for each of your personals that fills a matrix. And then finally, we have those who like to start at the top. They want all 5 matrices at the same time. Next slide, please. And you can do that for $1,356, folks. This is a very small amount of money compared to what other people are putting into this, into NuGen coins. We have people now that are literally putting in hundreds of thousands of dollars. Okay, so $1,000. This is where you want to be if you can. Get started here, And if everybody that you refer follows you into all 5 matrices at the same time, you're just going to be revolving through all 5 of these matrices simultaneously, which means you're going to receive 1,356 dollars worth of coins just for getting started. You're going to receive 3,100 plus 1,356 for each completion of the 5 matrices, and $620 each time one of your personals completes the 5 matrices. So you could literally start at the top, and if everybody starts here, you'll just be revolving through these huge amounts of coins coming into your account, perhaps on a daily basis. So that completes our webinar, folks. It is time to make a decision. If you're working for your money, you might want to consider a way to get your money working for you. Maybe it's time for a change. We invite you to get back with the person who invited you here today and ask them how to get started. But with that, we can go ahead and take some Q&A here for a few minutes if you'd like to. I know some of you may have some questions. Would love to get those answered for you if we can.